the point being that we don't have the tools. And the fact is that the technology and those things are not, they're not cheap enough. They're not ubiquitous enough to decide we're going to do that. And I disagree with you a little bit, though, about technology. Banks have been great at technology. Mm-hmm. If you think about what really has happened in banking history, we introduced the ATM, we introduced wireless payments, we introduced all of these things that online banking, yep. That's a function that was introduced by bad actors. They got it done. And it was satisfactory for decades. ATMs work. Credit cards work. That's all the old infrastructure and the old design thinking. And for a bunch of people now to come in and say, everything that you've ever done sucks, and what we're going to do instead is we're going to offer the same products on your rails, which we said sucked, but we're going to tell everybody that it's actually on this cool, slick system, but it's completely dependent. The last mile of the whole thing, or the first mile of the whole thing, is still the bank's connection to the Fed, yes, or to the SWIFT network, or to whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, well, they think that. I think that actually banks win. Banks will win. Banks have won for millennia, yes, and banks are not going away. The fact is, here's the question. What is happening to all these fintech neobanks and challenger banks and all the rest of it now that they don't have the cheap access to Facebook because of Apple's privacy restrictions? Where is anybody talking about that? Right. The marketing spending is going up, and the cost is going up, and the actual acquisition is going down. Both of those things are going in the wrong direction. Right. But what remains? The need for them to pay us for our banking services. And the fact is, to me, we do that as long as the opportunity is there. And the minute it isn't there, the minute we're big enough, like $1 billion, $2 billion off the backs of this, we're totally ready to do anything we want because we were doing it before. Mm-hmm. Well, so I basically have started saying banks win, banks win, banks win. And I love it. And if you want to win, you play, and then you win.
My analogy to go with what Josh said is my little saying that I always say is whoever is closest to the charter wins.
Yes.
If you look at the
right,
whoever's closest to the charter, you win.